Niners, baby, get blown out by the Packers. Let's talk about it. This game happened exactly how I figured it would, because we took half of a team up there, and we had half of an effort and half of an execution at absolute best. Our defense could not stop Josh Jacobs. I know Josh Jacobs is a beast. I love that cat, not when he's playing us, but we couldn't tackle him. Honestly, couldn't tackle anybody, to be perfectly honest. Over 20 missed tackles. Can't have that. Jair Brown on our team probably is leading in those missed tackles, to be perfectly honest. There was one play near the goal line trying to tackle Josh Jacobs where he had 2 missed tackles on the same play. Can't stand him. Overrated. Can't cover. Can't find the right hole. We need another safety. Please, Hufanga, come back and stop getting hurt, because Jair Brown ain't it. I'm not even going to mention number 59's name because I'm just sick of talking about him, because he's the same thing. This game was won and lost at the line of scrimmage today. Not having Trent Williams is a big freaking deal. The Niners line hasn't been great all year long anyways, but on the offensive side of the ball, the line was just kind of meh. A lot of penalties though. There were some false starts. There were some holdings. Just didn't really give the vote of confidence to our backup quarterback, Allen, who, if you look at his numbers, he was efficient, but the first quarter, you could tell he wasn't comfortable in that pocket. The third quarter, he wasn't comfortable in the pocket. The second quarter, he randomly found some groove and was driving us down the field, and we scored, which is great because Kittle showed up. Kittle always shows up. Kittle blocks, Kittle catches, Kittle is Kittle. Kittle is amazing. But that was his security blanket. Jennings was the second option. Those two I can always rely on this team no matter who's playing. Deebo was inconsistent today. He did have the big kickoff return back, and it got called back for a BS holding call. It was not holding, whatever. But Deebo dropped a big play down the middle. I know, it was like right there. He had just spun around. It still hits you in the hands, bro. And then McKinney ended up intercepting it. Deebo just disappears in big games, in must-win games sometimes. Not all the time. But this year, more often than not, it's like he just pieces out to us. And I don't understand. I just don't get it. Seems like he doesn't get the same kind of separation that you would expect from him. But maybe I expect too much. Maybe I expect something that isn't him to get separation, to get open, and to catch the ball. I don't know. McCaffrey even fumbled the ball today, so it's just like, it just wasn't our day at all. Allen fumbled in the pocket after he slipped. And it's not like Jordan Love just tore us a new one. Like, our DBs actually did a pretty good job covering today. Outside of the one major blown coverage when the Packers dropped it for a wide open touchdown, like, we covered pretty well and held Jordan Love to a very average game. But Jordan Love didn't have to play spectacular today because we couldn't stop the run to save our life, which was just super frustrating to watch. You could tell after the first quarter that this game was over. There's a couple times where the Niners would like give you a little bit of hope, and you're just like, no, not today. It's not happening. Especially after the kick return got called back to start the second half. Like, I was like, there's just no way. It's hard to be hopeless watching your team. All the injuries that we had going into the game, all the penalties that we had during the game, all the missed tackles we had during the game, and then the Packers actually dominating the line of scrimmage, running the ball like a man possessed, us not being able to tackle, not being able to just not commit a penalty at the wrong time. I was just like, this is not our day. Not even a little bit. It might not be our year, in the sense of like, our season might be over. We now turn our attention over to playing Buffalo, in Buffalo, 5-6, and Buffalo is starting to hit a little bit of a stride, and we have to beat them. We can't go 5-7. At this point, it's like win or go home kind of scenario. You just might be able to sneak into the playoffs at 9-7. But the way this Niner team's playing, it just doesn't seem like the heart is there. It doesn't seem like that extra oomph is there. Even the past couple of weeks, where's Fred Warner been? When we were starting off the season, he was flying all over the field, knocking that ball out of every ball carrier's hands. The energy when he was playing was different. Something changed. I feel like this game could have been competitive today if Purdy was in there, especially with how hesitant Allen was in multiple drives. Still don't know if we would have won, though. It was good to see Jordan Mason get in there for a few plays, but he still needs more carries. You just can't be in the top of the league with rushing yards and then all of a sudden not have any carries. Deebo, you can't be this cat out here with a podcast and making all this money and then dropping passes like you do and then not showing up. Like, we need you. The top of this team, the leadership, the defensive play calling, Sorensen, something's got to change, and it's got to change now. Comment down below if you want to talk about today's game and Green Bay absolutely dominating us as they should have, and they did, and I'll talk to you.